podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Will look to pick it up and he'll go on here. There's two up here, Bradford. It's Green. He's got to make this count. It's Green. It's 1-1.
Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Crewe Vs Bradford City chat. And I know the structure of the podcast has not been brilliant over the last couple of weeks. So us at Over Bradford City Up the Chickens have now decided to do a little bit of a structure to the podcast. And the stuff we are going to talk about today so we're going to start off with a post-match chat versus Stockport, and then we're going to go on to pre-match chat about Crewe. Is Graham Alexander correct to leave out Pointon? Pyros' favourite New Year's Day moment at City Games, January transfer market in and out, and where would Bradford finish in the league table? So, hopefully, so Diane, I'll start off with you. What is your thoughts on the game just gone with Stockport?
I think we did really well to keep it 0-0. It was a good game. Either one of us could have won it, but it was a good point gained against the top of the league.
Fair dues. And anything else?
No, I think, like I say, and especially with the conditions as well, how the pitch looked as well, I think they did really well. But if the goalie hadn't saved Andy's shot on target, we would have won it 1-0. But one of them things. But like I say, keeping them 0-0 top at league is good.
Happy days. And
yes, definitely.
It was a good point, wasn't it, against the team, top of the league?
It was, yeah.
So do you think the team played well and defence well and learnt a couple of new things?
They did. They played very well and defence played well as well. So, because at least we managed to keep Stockport out, they were coming back to them if they were going forward. I think they defended well.
I 100% agree there.
Oh, yeah. So I think I'm getting cold again.
Don't worry about it. So, Callie, Callie back.
Yeah, I'm back. Bear with me though, guys, because I've got fireworks going off down here and the dog's going mental. So I might have to just mute myself every now and then.
Dad?
You alright, mate?
Hey,
Oh, this is awkward.
Dad.
You alright?
It's going to be one of them.
It's going to be one of them days. You're going to say hi to Callie? Hi, Callie.
Hi, Leo.
Are you going to wave? Hold on. Move over a minute. There we go. Hi, everybody. Oh, you're causing trouble again, aren't you? It's going to be one of them days. Yeah.
Well, at least I've not to make noise. We're having a cat, so that's one good thing.
So, Leo, what were your thoughts on the Stockport game? Yeah.
Game.
Were it a good game?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you... Yeah. Always doing. Always. What? I'm doing all right. Are you doing all right? No.
Oh, yeah.
Right. This is awkward, isn't it?
Johnny, can I just interrupt? Lee seems to be having a problem with his mic. Lee, if you press the actual mic button, it'll turn your mic on so you can talk.
Go on, to go now. Right, back again. Why does nothing ever go plain simple on when we do a podcast? Ever?
It
No,
don't,
it never
it?
does. So we're on about
No.
the Stockport game. Callie, what were your thoughts on the Stockport game?
I thought we proper equalled Stockport, which is, I thought we were going to get trounced by them, if I'm honest, but I think we held our own. It was a shame them few goals that we were on target didn't go in. I think from where I was at, Cookie missed about 3, and then Smith missed 1. So it could have been a whole different story if they'd have gone in. But I'll take a point from top at leaders any day, to be fair.
Yep.
I thought we shut them down. I don't think Harry Lewis had much to do at all that game, did he, really?
Nah, he had a bit of a quiet one, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. He had a right quiet one, which I think he were happy about, that he didn't have to go into the back of his neck.
Yeah. And defence-wise, I thought we were brilliant. If we can defend like that against a good Stockport team, then the season's ours. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Is that Lee breathing? Is that Lee? Is it Lee here? Oh, no. Right. So, any thoughts on the Stockport game? Okay, take that as a no. Right, so moving on to... Let me just get my notes out, because this has gone from being brilliant to a shit show again. But here we go. Right, pre-match at Crewe. So tomorrow, the game kicks off at 3 p.m. tomorrow at the Mornflake Stadium, not to be confused with the Cornflake Stadium. The referee is Peter Wright. Sounds like a radio DJ. EFL Trophy, he has had 2 appearances, 4 yellow cards, no red cards, and is given 1 penalty. In League 1, is 6 appearances, 20 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, and 4 penalties. League 2 is given 9 appearances, 36 yellow cards, 1 second red, and 1 penalty. FA Cup, 2 appearances, 8 yellow cards. EFL Trophy is given 1 appearance and 1 yellow card. Grand total is had 20 appearances. Everyone's favourite number is had 69 yellow cards. He's had 2 second yellows and is given 6 penalties. Bradford City are currently 11th in the league on 24 points, goal difference +1, 34 points. Crewe are 24, played 24 games, goal difference to 7, and points 38. So, in a couple of past meetings, because there's absolutely loads of them, so we've got 2015 1-0. Then first fixture, March the 28th, 2016, Bradford won 1-0. 2019, they lost 2-1. April 13th, 2020, there's no score prediction for that. Game must have not happened. August 27th, Bradford 0-0. May the 3rd, Crewe 3, Bradford 2. August 26th, Bradford City 1 and Crewe 0. In a head-to-head, they've both won 6 each, drawn 3. So, I'll head over to my lovely colleagues, Miss Callie and Miss Diane. What are your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
I think it's going to be a tough game tomorrow, and I think a lot is going to depend on the players' fitness, because we've had a lot of games, haven't we, over the short period of time. But I do think that Graham's got their fitness levels to where they should be. Maybe a bit more room for improvement, but so I think we'll do them. I think we'll I think it's going to be about 2. I think we'll beat them by 2 or 3 goals, but I think it's going to be a tough one.
Okay, and Miss Diane?
I'm not quite sure at all. Like you say, Callie, about the players' fitness with them playing on Friday, Tuesday, Friday, and now Monday. It depends how they all feel after the match on Friday. Hopefully, he didn't have them training. He might have had them all cooling down yesterday and training today. But like I agree with you there, like you say, it depends on their fitness as well. and it will be tough because Crewe out there having a bit of a good run at the moment as well.
Yeah, they're doing it. But we always seem to do well, don't we, against the better teams and lose to the lower teams.
Yes, definitely. Like with that point against Stockport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think we'll win them as well.
Okay, and currently let's look at some stats. So, I know everybody likes a bit of stats. So, Crewe have lost 4-2 against Bristol Rovers. Drawn 3 against Acklin Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Against Barrow, they lost 3-1. Walsall 2-0. Newport, the drew. And Bradford's 4-0 against Liverpool Academy. 2-0 against Gillingham. 3-1 against Doncaster. 2-all against Markham. And 0-0 versus Stockport. The top scorers for Crewe is Long. He's scored 8. He's had 1 assist and he's played 17 matches. Andy Cook has 10 goals, 4 assists and 21 matches played. A bit of an insight. Crewe are ranked 4 in goals scored per match at 1.9. Haven't won a match in 7 attempts, so they'll end up losing tomorrow. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 10, definitely losing. Ranked 19th in goal scoring per match, 1.3 goals. Haven't lost in 8 matches and haven't scored 11 goals in their last 5. So what's your thoughts on that, guys and girls?
Every game's different, Johnny. We're going to beat them tomorrow. I'm going to be positive. Can I just mention as well? Bryn's put a message on about regarding the Stockport game yesterday, whenever it was Friday. The fact that if we'd still been under Hughes, we wouldn't have won. We wouldn't have drew that game at all. I totally agree with what he said there.
Yeah, 100% agree there. Have you got any thoughts on it, Diane, love?
None really, but like I say, we've just got to hopefully carry on where we left off against Stockport, against Crewe. Like we say, we do better against the higher teams than the lower teams. So hopefully it'll be a win again.
And would you stick with the same team what drew 0-0 against Stockport?
I probably would, yeah, because they all know what they're doing. But then hopefully he might sneak Pointon on this time, but I'm not saying that, but...
Okay.
Hopefully.
And Callie, have you got any last words on this before we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, I think Odor is having a good run at the minute. I think he's fitted well into the team. We're missing Walker, that's for sure. I'd like to see Bobby Pointon come on and see how he goes. I'd like to see Bobby start and then bring Odor on, a little bit into the game and just see how, because he does that, Graham, a lot, doesn't he? He watches the first kind of 20 minutes or so and then decides where he's going to go. I've noticed that quite a lot. So,
yeah, and he's got his notebook as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That he writes his stuff down in. I know I always keep saying about his notebook, but he's always writing stuff down in his notebook through the match. And
he gets it right. He seems to
does.
Judge it and then get it right. And because we haven't lost a game, have we, since he's done that?
No, definitely not.
8 games unbeaten, I think it is at the minute.
7.
Is it 7?
Yeah, it's 7 unbeaten. Or shall we say 7.5 after we beat Notts County in the second half?
Well, yeah. Why not?
Do that. 7.5 then.
Can I just check, Lee? I can see Lee's joined again. Lee, have you managed to sort out your mic?
I don't think he has. I've invited him, but he hasn't. As a radio DJ, Lee, come on. Radio DJ, lad, get it sorted. I know I had issues the other day. So we're going to move now on to, is Graham Alexander correct to leave out Bobby Pointon? So, Callie, is he right to leave out Bobby Pointon?
Definitely not. I think he should be playing. I think he should be starting. I think the young lad is full of enthusiasm. He's got pace. He plays with passion. He puts that shirt on because it's his team. He's supported them since being little. So surely he's going to play. I know he had a nightmare at the Notts County game, and he hasn't obviously been focused since. But that was down to the manager. He got the complete formation wrong in that game. So, yeah, I'd like to see him 100%.
And Miss Diane?
Yeah, I'd like to see him start or even come on if he's a substitute. Graham Alexander has said that he's training well as well. It's not as if he's been training bad, that's why he's left him out of the squad. He said he has been training well. So hopefully tomorrow he'll either start or he will come on tomorrow.
I agree. I think Bobby Pointon should come on. He doesn't seem to get enough games, does he now? I don't know if Graham Alexander does not like him. So I think it's one of them, really. I don't think the manager likes him. And I know as a new manager you come in, but I'm just hoping things improve under him and give him a chance. Everyone deserves a second chance. So it's with Kevin McDonald, I know he's started to play games again. So I think it's just getting the opportunity really to play.
Isn't the rumours going round as well? I'm guessing they are just rumours that he might be leaving in January, Bobby Pointon as well. That's kind of going at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's rumours about Harry going as well.
Rumours. Don't believe everything you read on Twitter, ladies. I classed it as like Donald Trump says.
Absolutely.
Like Donald Trump always says, fake news. It's fake news.
Yes, definitely. I'm not believing that. I don't think Harry will go. He better not go.
Any more last thoughts, girls? On Graham Alexander?
No, but like I said, I think he's a good manager. And I think he has got the players playing the way that he wants them to play. And that is why we're unbeaten.
So going back, like you said, about his notepad, dishing his notepad out.
Yeah.
Do you think then he goes in and says, for example, Cook, you've done this wrong. You gave a ball away. Lewis, you need to play it out. Because I reckon in that notepad, and I know you're not going to like about me, Diane, I can feel you looking at me from a distance already.
I'm not looking for them.
But Harry Lewis, his goal kicks were absolute dire against Stockport.
The word they were shy. That is me saying it.
So do you reckon that
is me saying it?
Do you reckon that's gone in his little booklet he's got?
I think they have, because don't forget in the second half, them blooming goal kicks that he were doing were going out, not to a player, to the main stand.
It's that invisible player we've bought, I know, for Christmas.
About that.
It's that visible player we've bought for Christmas down wings.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's that one that he thought were there.
The weather must have played quite a big part in that game, though, as well, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Because the wind was proper swirling, and obviously we had the rain, etc. And the pitch in the goal mouths wasn't brilliant, was it? But saying that, it's same for both sides, both teams.
Yeah, I thought that one of the balls was going to go out in Midland Road. When one of their players kicked it, I literally thought it were going out over Midland Road.
So, where are we? I've just closed it down, what an idiot. So, moving on to Pyros. What's your thoughts on Pyros?
I think you know mine and Callie's thoughts on Pyros.
Yep, we've got about another 35 minutes to fill, so I need your thoughts again.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting. And like I say, it's because the young kids can't get searched. It's the adults giving them to the young kids, because young kids under 18 can't get searched.
And Kelly?
Yeah, I hate the things. Obviously, being there that horrible day in 1985 brings a lot back for me, and I'm going to be positive about it. Come New Year, I am with a few others. I'm getting together like some kind of, I say, support group, because we will be supporting each other as we do it, to set something up to try and educate these morons. I'll use nice words because I'm live. To stop, just to try and get, even if I get through to one or two of them, just to let them know how it felt that day. I've got somebody who was actually a fireman that day, Steve Garinge, who runs the Shipley Bantams to help. Obviously, Lenny City Gent is going to help as well. But yeah, I mean, I had quite a few run-ins with a few of them at Doncaster, but they just get drunk and they just think it's just a big party. Well, it isn't. It's not about that. It's about respect to those 56 that died that day and respect to the people that were there that day that still suffer now at games. And I know personally how it feels just to actually walk in to Valley Parade can be hard for some people. So yeah, I absolutely detest the things, and I detest the people that use them.
So we've
It's like you. It's like you talking about 85 fire. When I used to go watch Guiseley, 2 of the players lost their sister in the fire. So it's very hard for them as well. Do you know what I mean? They lost their sister.
So now Lee, hopefully a DJ Lee, has now fixed his microphone out.
Yeah. It's not to do.
Hey!
It was nothing
Hi,
to do
Lee.
with my microphone. And hello, everybody.
Hi. Pleased to meet you,
Nice
Lee.
to meet you all. Nice to meet you too. On that thing, just to catch on the end of that, I was listening, but I couldn't speak, obviously, being gagged. It is awful. I find it very difficult to even go into Valley Parade. It's just, without my current problems, it's, you just wonder, and it all comes back. It's like a massive trigger. So somebody setting one of them things off scares the living daylights out here. It really does. Just frightening.
Over this the other day, Lee. So again, what would you just? Because I know people listen all over the world, from Great Britain to Ireland to USA, Spain, Ireland. Mention them twice. Thailand and a few others. What would you say to them now if some of them do take flares to the ground? What would you say to them?
Do you know? I wish I could take them back to that day in real, but you can't, obviously. And showing them pictures doesn't seem to work. It was just the most horrendous thing. Not being able to breathe because the flames have taken all the oxygen out of the air. And you're trying to drag somebody out of a stand. It's not easy. It's just not easy. Just think about what you're doing to your fellow fans, to your family if they were there that day. What are they going to think of you as a person going with intention of letting one of them things off? Apart from what else, they're proven to have been dangerous. They're supposed to stick them in a bucket of water, but I don't know.
They stick them in sand, they've got sand.
Yeah, but smoke, it comes through. In water, it doesn't for some reason. I don't know. I'm no expert, so don't shoot me.
So yeah, they put them in. They do have sand buckets down the ground.
So I know
why didn't they take one on the pitch? They should have them at Stockport too.
Oh, they should have had it. They did, right in front of me and Cal, where me and Callie were sat.
Yeah.
So I know you joined a bit lately, so we're going to give you the opportunity. So did you go?
I watched on iPlayer, and for once it worked.
Hey, so what were your thoughts on the
I
Stockport
still didn't
game?
see any goals.
So what were your
I
thoughts
thought
on the
the
Stockport?
weather was absolutely horrendous, had a massive effect on both teams. And credit to both teams for playing in that. If you've ever played on Valley Parade pitch, I have done it for charity games and stuff like that. When it's windy, it's horrible. It's just horrible. It blows straight in over at Bradford end, and you can't kick ball 10 yards sometimes.
And what's also your thoughts on the Crewe game?
Crewe game tomorrow. I've gone for 3-0. I've gone for 3-0. I broke my rule. I've gone for 3-0. Ali's not going to let no in. He's learned from the other week, and I'm not going to mention that because I know Diane will get upset. But
Yeah, you don't want
Don't worry about
winding Diane up.
no, I would never do that. He's learning.
He's forgiven for that week.
Well, people need to remember with Harry Lewis, this is his second only season playing professional football. He didn't play, I don't think he played a first team game down at Southampton or anywhere else before that. He was always in sort of under 21s. He's only young.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's 26.
Is he 26?
He's 26. Not that I know his age.
Yeah, but he will losing interest in football altogether before we signed him.
He was.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's a prospect for sure. And he's got Doyle, he'll sort him out.
He's not made many mistakes, has he? Do you remember that blip he did at Newport when the lines were wrong?
Yeah. My dad said to me, he went, "He kidded that referee, you know." He should have been sent off for that. That one, obviously, that's winding me up. Well,
there was a line there. It was
good,
plain to see. There was a line there. But the thing with him is, with any goalkeeper, when they make a mistake, it's usually pretty drastic, isn't it? And that's the thing everybody remembers. They don't remember the good things.
It shows up more, doesn't it, when the goalies make a blue?
Exactly, yeah, because it usually ends up in back at net.
And what's your thoughts on Graham Alexander? Is Graham Alexander correct to leave out Bobby Pointon?
No. Quite simple, no. Pointon should have come on. He should have got at least 15 minutes against Stockport. I hope he plays tomorrow. I hope he gets on tomorrow. But I'll be surprised if he's even on bench. I don't know why. I just get that feeling. I don't think it's that Alexander doesn't like him. He's trying to go for what he sees as experience rather than Pointon, who's just come out at under 21s, and he's thinking, good as a prospect. Maybe in his own mind, Alexander thinks he's protecting him a little bit from burning out.
And what's everyone? So we'll start off with Lee, and then we'll work our way back. What's your favourite New Year's Day moment at Bradford City games?
Being sober. No, I'm only kidding. I don't drink actually, but I can't remember many standout ones. My biggest memory of Christmas festive game were Boxing Day at Barnsley many years ago when we got beat 3-0. It's the coldest game I've ever been to in my entire life. You wouldn't have thought it were Barnsley. You'd have thought it were Arctic and Antarctic rolled into one. It was freezing. Yeah. So I can't really offer much on a New Year's Day.
Next. I think we might have lost Johnny again.
Oh no.
He's having technicals. Let me tell you mine, which involves Johnny actually. It's not. It was a Boxing Day game, not a New Year's game, because I'm usually working like I am tonight. But it was when we played Sunderland on Boxing Day, and I think they beat us 1-0. But the atmosphere and the ground and everything about the day was just a really good catch up with your mates day. And as usual, the football spoiled it a bit. But we were conned. We should have had a goal and it got disallowed. And we all thought it had gone over, but obviously they deemed it not. But actually going to the game, we ended up parking at this park and ride place. And there was about 6 or 8 of us that were all there together. And we got on this bus and it was full of Sunderland supporters and just us 6 just all like sat there. And as we were, obviously the bus was driving, I rung Johnny on purpose because I knew he had Bradford City ringtone on his phone. Because obviously we had his coats, we had his scarves and stuff all covered up because we thought, shit, we're going to get either beat up or something here. So Johnny's phone goes off and he obviously didn't answer it. We were all just sat there listening to Johnny's phone going, take me home Midland Road. It was hilarious. But that is my best kind of memory of that.
Hopefully you should be able to hear me now.
There you go. Welcome back,
Yeah, we can.
That was my favourite moment. just the one film. Like, you've missed a very important part.
Hello?
You keep breaking up.
You're breaking up badly there for me. I got something
Johnny,
about an
sort your
important
Wi-Fi
part, and
out.
that's all I got.
I know.
And there's nothing wrong with my headphones, honest.
It'll be Leo unplugging Wi-Fi. That'll be what it is.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you now.
It's gone again, hasn't
No,
it?
I can hear you.
Can hear you.
Loud and clear, mate. That were clearer than
This
when
is
you
it.
were talking.
So obviously, Callie missed a very important story and part of this Sunderland game. So me and Callie, I think, ended up on YouTube on this, and we got filmed by the, what do you call them? What were they called? Some
Cameramen?
vloggers. Some
Right,
vloggers.
with the two Asian guys, wasn't it, that used to do a lot of
Yeah.
YouTube videos? Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a picture of me and Callie looking very special in our Christmas jumpers.
Ah,
So, Diane, what about you? Have you got any favourite moments?
I don't know, because New Year's Day, I can't remember. But like Callie says, it's a Boxing Day. I know it sounds stupid, but went up to Hartlepool on a Boxing Day. Definitely. I can't remember if we won or not, but the best bit for me were my moments were sort of like getting me through, sort of like telling me to go through Liam Children's turnstile, so I only got charged a child price at an adult. I was like, yes, get in.
That's not bad, is it?
No, we're only about a £5.
Eh.
I know I must look like a kid, but I just can't remember any. I can't remember what we did last New Year's Day. Did we win or not?
I can't remember.
I can't.
Nor can I.
Seems
Come
quite
on,
a long.
Callie, I bet you can remember,
I
can't
didn't
you?
often make
Seems quite a long
I don't
time ago.
think I often made it because, like, who was it said before? We're always working 1st of January.
I just can't remember who we played last year.
I don't think we have, I think because we've not had really good form, have we, at this last couple of
No.
years? We've not had...
No.
No, we haven't.
We've had bad managers in, and you know what I mean. We've had the Derek Adams era, didn't we, for one?
Yeah.
So I don't think we have. But I'm sure Johnny might get a look at stats.
Well, I'm just going to go look at my calendar because I'm sure I wrote on my calendar who we were playing. Hey, don't laugh at me. I'm going to be making my own Bradford City calendar. We played Salford at home and we won them.
Right.
There.
So, next on the list, because we're proper podcast now, so we're going to have a title. Just something needs to funny happen. January transfer market ins and outs. What do you reckon will happen? Who do you reckon will leave? And that is, I'll start with Lee.
Why? What have I done? Help!
Because I hadn't heard your voice. I've missed your voice.
Wow.
I think it's better mine than Callie's voice.
This is a bit of a man.
Yeah, I've used. Yeah, man.
Outs. I think you've got to get rid of the ones that aren't playing that's on loan for a start. Or Okie Forky or whatever he's called.
Okay.
Tulloch, do we really need him now? I don't think we do. I think actually it might be good for Pointon if we do get rid of some of them because he then might get a game. Osadibe will possibly be going. I heard somebody mention that they thought Pointon might be going. I don't think so. It's going to cost someone a lot of money to take Pointon away from Bradford. I know his contract.
Yeah, be up there, won't it? Price-wise.
I would imagine that they're trying to keep him. The people, the powers that be.
He's still in contract, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. But he's all potential. The City have a lot invested in him, so I'd be very surprised if they let him go. Some other ones, Yuumbi and all them that's on loan, I don't know. I just think Alexander coming in and Hughes going is kind of a bit of a, does Alexander fancy him? I don't know if he knows, if he's monitoring him or what. But certainly ones that's on loan can go back, I think.
So looking currently at the team at minute, we've got Harry Lewis and Colin Doyle. I would personally bring another goalkeeper in, just to, like I said the other day, just to keep Harry on his toes, because if he does have a mess up game, he'll start like the following game. So bring in some like a second choice keeper. Keep Brad Halliday. Liam Rydall played okay. I would get rid of Ash Taylor. I've probably heard on this podcast multiple times. I don't like him. Don't think he's good. Platty, keep Platty. Stubbs, keep Stubbs. Henry's on loan. Keep him. Kelly, keep him. Here we go, pronouncing names again. Defender, Odesina. Pronouncing that correctly?
Odesina.
I think he's out on loan, but I think personally he should make it like permanent. Okikoki, I know he's his arm at the minute, and in a press conference, if my memory serves me correctly, that they've got him on a cheaper deal, so obviously they'll keep him. Harry Rowe, I would probably send him out on loan. Dawson, keep him. I know he scored a goal other day on loan. Richardson, keep him. Jonathan Tompkinson, I would love to get him permanently. I think he's a great defender. Smallwood, keep. Walker, keep. Osidebe, I would get rid of. Pattison, I know he's crocked and injured, but he's a good player. Gilead, keep. Oddor, keep. Harry Chapman, keep. Kevin MacDonald, I think he'll personally go. I just don't think, I know he's been really poorly, but I don't think Graham Alexander actually likes him. Then we've got Freddie Jeffers, I think he'll probably go out on loan. Andy Cook, keep him. Tyler Smith, keep him. Oliver, keep him. Bobby Pointon, sign him up to like a 7-year deal, keep him. We've got Dylan Yombe, loan player. He's out on loan, sorry. Matt Derbyshire, I would get rid of him.
He needs to go.
He's like 1,000 years old. He's past it. He's all right. He's an impact sub, but
My mate calls him Billy No Legs. His legs have gone.
Jake Young, rumours are he's coming back after Swindon travel to Crawley. Adam Wilson, keep. And then we've got Tulloch and whatever his name is. Can never pronounce his name. Christian Afcocky, whatever he's called.
Afcock.
Send him back.
Really?
I can't pronounce names. I'm like the mercenary of the group.
Afoka.
Afoka.
Yeah,
right. Afoka. Yeah, Afoka.
He's a focus. So get rid.
What about you? Do we do Kelly? Kelly, did you do your transfers in and out?
No, but I agree with mostly what you guys have said. I'm quite excited to see what Young can do when he gets back.
Me too.
I think he's got. There's just a tiny niggle with him. It reminds me of the Ian Doyle situation where he came back and did absolutely nothing for us, and yet he'd had such a good success. He was at Swindon as well, wasn't he?
He was. Same club.
Yeah. So that's a bit of a worry, but hopefully Young wants to play. It's if he wants to play for us, and I think that's what a lot of the players lack sometimes. If they don't actually want to play for our team and they're just getting a wage at the end of the week, that's the thing that worries me.
You can never trust it, but rumour mill says he had a problem with Hughes. Hughes is gone now, so
let's hope.
Let's hope Alexander can get his arm around him and, convince him his future's with us. He's got 2 years left to run, is it?
Yeah, it's 18 months, I think, contract left.
With the Jake Young situation, was that to do with Kieran Harriott? Do you reckon? With the trouble with dogs or something?
Well, he were air coursing, wasn't he? He got caught. That were that, and he went straight back, so... No, I don't think it was that. I just think he won't get in game time. If you remember, who is it on wing on one side, with Banks on the other side, and I think he thought, I'm better than both of those.
Yeah, Hughes never played him, did he? He didn't even... Did he have him on?
He had him on bench a couple of times. He came on and he scored, and then he dropped him.
Yeah.
He got 2 goals in the game, didn't he?
He did.
And then
you're back again. And last but not least, where would Bradford finish in the league table?
What am I in this now?
Sorry, Diane, I completely forgot about you. You sat there so quietly, and I did get distracted because
I
little
understand.
man's
Leo.
back again.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm just reading now in the TNA. Alexander has suggested there's going to be more outs than ins during the next month to reduce squad numbers. And it looks like we are going to activate the recall clause for Jake Young. So there you go.
I think so. I think he's clearing decks so that people can get a proper chance. Because those players he hasn't
so there's going to
seen,
be
has
more
he?
outs.
Unless he's seen them on Sky or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sit down there.
I haven't sat down.
And Jake hasn't played a competitive game for Bradford since October 2022.
Yeah. So, because I've been interrupted again, here we go.
Right, that's good.
I know, never work with kids or animals, innit?
That's what was that.
Where would Bradford finish in the league table? And this time, I'm going to start with Diane because I've missed her lovely voice today.
Oh, you've missed my voice. Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
missed you.
I still say playoffs. I still say the playoffs, 7th place, or in the playoffs.
And Miss Kelly, go then, go for a week.
Top three for me. I think we'll make top three. I think once we've got the ins and the outs gone in January, I think he'll do what he's been doing for the past 7-8 games. And yeah, I think we're definitely promotion pushing. Do you know what I'm actually hoping? That we get our automatic promotion in the league. And I hope we do well in this cup that we're going to in the next couple of weeks against Derby.
Definitely.
So it'd be nice to have a bit of a Wembley trip as well.
Second door.
And what about you, Lee?
I think Mr. Alexander plays his cards very close to his chest. I think, being honest, more will go out. Maybe some that we would rather keep, but I think the ones that are due to come back will get brought back. And anybody else, like Odesina that you mentioned, maybe might get... He never really got a shout under Hughes either, did he? And he's a fast central defender. Used to playing in a back three, so he might decide to keep him and have a look at him. I don't know. He came with a big name, didn't he? But didn't really get much of a chance.
Right. Before I ask for your score predictions, this is Diane's favourite subject. I know, Callie, you've not been here for a while. You've been doing whatever you've been doing. But now it's the final part. Not two final parts. The first part. What's everybody having for the tea tonight?
I've got slow cooked chicken curry in the slow cooker.
Oh, nice. Any rice?
Bread. I'm going to put rice in the slow cooker and put it on high. And then
Callie?
cook it that way.
Are you inviting us all round?
No.
What about you, Callie?
It's breakfast for me, isn't it? Because I'm working nights,
right.
so I've had egg on toast, so it's the other way around for me.
Sportsman's breakfast, sportsman's dinner.
Yeah, egg on toast. Give me a bit of protein to get me through night.
Is it runny egg, Ellie?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Oh,
you've got to have a New York.
And what about you, Lee?
For my tea tonight, Matthew, I want to be a tuna fish with cucumber.
And I'm having, I think we're having roast ham and potatoes. Right, come on.
Oh, no, after Christmas, it's got to be healthy. So it's tuna fish and cucumber for us.
Right.
Oh, my diet starts again tomorrow.
So, last part, because I know somebody's hungry, aren't you? Right, Diane, football scores for tomorrow.
I'm going to go 2-0 and Harry to save.
Callie?
I'm going 3-1 tomorrow to us.
Oof. Lee?
3-0. And no problems for Harry Lewis at all.
Leo, what score predictions for tomorrow? What's it going to be, 0-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo thinks 0-0.
Why is that, boy?
I think we get... Why 0-0, Leo?
Yeah.
You just say yeah for everything, don't you?
Yeah.
At least he's making sure Harry's not letting a goal in.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I think it is going to be 1-0. What? Okay. I didn't have a clue what you said there. I think Bradford are going to win 2-0. And
burger.
Yeah, cheeseburger. You having cheeseburger?
I'm glad you translated that because I can't tell you what it sounded like.
A cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah.
Right, everybody, you know what to do.
We do.
Thank you. Yep.
A cheeseburger.
I need to do it myself on you, don't I? There we go. Right. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I really hope you've enjoyed today. Sorry about the technical difficulties and little trouble Mecca's invading. Yeah, we're having cheeseburger and fries again.
Yeah.
This is like one of the... You made this podcast epic, haven't you? Yeah. Right. So you can follow us on Up the Chickens on Facebook. Bradford City Up the Chickens on YouTube. Brace Odds 1 on other social media. Thank you for listening. It's a goodbye from me. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. And wherever you're in the world, thank you and Happy New Year.
Is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge. From worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.